Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to our COMMORRAH playthrough where, well, we are still having lots of fun. We've just got through one hell of a fight. Yeah, in here, if you remember from last time, and we've, the Harlequin gave us information on how to get out and some people to save on the way. Including some other Eldari. So we're going to be trying to do that, but we'll see how this goes. Yeah, let's keep going. I've got a feeling it's, as always, it's not going to be as simple as we think, but you know, athletics check with Ulfar, our lovely space marine. Insta save. I'm sorry, I'm being so paranoid now. Oh, why do I suspect that would be good? I have now to destroy it with. Damn it.
Tread carefully, rogue trader.
Okay, I guess I'm talking to these pilots. A bold pilot and a cautious pilot.
I need no Farseer to guide
the two
my
pilots
future.
are already disarmed and bound. They give you a... Oh, they don't look it, but yeah, they've obviously been sorted out by the Harlequin. They give a haunted look as you approach, but do not dare to say anything. Okay. At a glance for Xeno, you glance at Xeno's boat. Sure, it's a design its design and certain parts appear bizarre, but you can still guess their purpose. You could possibly sail it. Leave while you can. I need to get to the top of a spire. Are you trying to escape, monkey? Don't you think you are the one in our hands, not the other way around? Everyone dead is inside. Everyone inside is dead. I need the boat. You live or die, your choice. The pilot looks at the fresh blood all over your face and clothes, exchanges glances and takes off without a word. The gondola is yours. Oh, okay. I don't need to kill excess people. So I'm quite scratchy throated and coffee again, guys, so I've got a drink with me if you do hear me drinking. So to the top of the spire where the potential exit is. And our other companions are somewhere. Oh, box. No. Ah, Pascal is here. He's too wounded to be in my team at the moment, so I'm going to stay as we are. Also, I'm honestly just not sure who I'd swap him for. Possibly Jay. You know, it fulfills a lot of the same functions. Oh. Gargantuan spire. The gargantuan spire is too large to see in its entirety. Its true proportions are shrouded in shadows, and you feel like those shadows try to surround and swallow you whenever you look away. Ulfar grinning savagely. I smell blood in the air about to spill. I hear the echo of clashing swords and terrified screams of Xenos writhing under our heel. All Father, what a marvellous feast you have prepared for me. Elentak, my kin from Krodak are still there. I can sense it. As I can sense the flames in their souls inexorably going out. fury and fear are devouring me from the inside out. And I do not know what frightens me more, the grim answers that hide behind the spire's walls, or the scars that my heart will bear once I discover them. Yet I must learn the truth about my world. Perhaps this is the day the outcast finds her way. Come, we will find the Farseers, and you will have your answers. You speak the truth, Owlcat. Let us be on our way. We will tear their lives from the clutches of my insatiable kin. I find myself wondering, did a single Farseer, gazing to the hazy visions of things yet to come? We already had this line. As for the webway gate that the Arbenian mentioned, for it to open before you and let you enter the webway, you will require help from one of our kind. Eulur's brow furrows. I could try to open the gate, but I do not know. But to do that, I would need a certain construct, a psi-active key. The master of this place must keep them close at hand. If you wish for me to use my knowledge and open the path out of COMMORRAH for us, find this item. Without it, I am powerless to make the webway allow us entry into its labyrinths. How do you intend to find your kin? The Farseers are not easy captives to keep. Whatever the Dark Ones are using to repress their my kin's powers, those tools will be noticeable. I will find a way to them. Venture into the deeps. Okay, I want to explore the outside first. So that's where we just came from.
I walk the path less traveled.
More Xenotech. Okay, into the spire we go. I wish the saves were a little bit quicker. I suspect lots of combat. Oh, it looks like somebody's already been through here.
Don't you trust me?
My reckoning will be swift. My success
Oh,
was inevitable.
damn
Stop
traps.
hitting me, Ashmag. Oh, is that my blood? You don't frighten me.
Ouch.
Help me, Lord Captain.
You're fine. I get a feeling I'm going to get a lot of traps. Deactivate. Try and use my Xeno lore.
Learned much in my exile.
Flashes are choking me.
Fascinating.
I don't know what I deactivated, but I deactivated something.
Hunt, brothers, take heed.
I serve the golden throne.
Oh, sorry, one person can go set that off.
COMMORRAH.
This place is confusing.
Now I'm really riled up.
Let's try and deactivate that.
Trivial task.
You bite like a pop.
Ah, Farseer. Hey, this one we can actually get around.
My success was inevitable.
How dare you?
Too hard for a simple monkey.
Ah, Farseer. Catan, my son. The Eldari Farseer's tortured body is barely moving. You've seen abject creatures like this before, stitched together from several bodies. Their miserable existence serves but to satisfy the homunculus master's morbid interests in perversions of the flesh. And yet, this one isn't like the others. A twin face stitched together from parts of several male and female Eldari turns its unseeing gaze towards you. Its eyes have been crudely sewn shut. You have come, my son. A woman's ghostly whisper echoes from cutlass lips oozing with blood. And pus. Hold the line. Don't let the corruption spread further. I finished the statue, master. We are all united in the shadow of the great tree, sister, until Kela Minash Akakain claims the heart. Oh, Isha, mother of all life, may your blessing protect the children of the Orion from the abominations of bodily and spiritual torture. What are you? Forgive me. Ever since the founding of our craft world, I took upon myself the duty to care for Grimdark's children. Yet my own son, oh my Kitan, why did our path have to take you so far from me? Today, Cain bloodied his hands again, with our blood and others. You must learn to accept your fears, and tame your anger. Rollicking laughter sounds eerily out of place in this dark room. My love, I dedicate my last statue to you. Don't cry. My path of the sculpture may be at an end, but I have a different path ahead of me. Will you walk it with me? Today we mourn those we've lost, our sons and daughters and brothers and sisters and parents and lovers whose souls the wind took. I doubt they can hear you. The homunculus experiments have twisted more than their bodies. Their minds and souls have been remolded into something wrong. All of it is wrong. It must not be. Inspect the creature. Besides the meticulous strutted limbs, the twin face, the eye, and with all the eyes sewn shut, you see a dissected thorax, and you notice a faint gleam of steel strips soldered into the creature's flesh. Remove the side suppression shackles. You incise the skin in a few places, where the pulsating metal is joined to disfigured bone. The creature seems to ignore the pain. However, once the shackles pressing down on the flesh of its hands fall, a long, many-voiced moan comes from Farseer's throats, and the temperature of the room falls sharply. A sudden cloud of vapor emanates from your mouth. Wait, Elentak. Farseers have great gift that protects our craft worlds from danger. But should they lose their self-control, the same gift can become a curse for those around them. This creature, these unfortunate souls can hardly be said to be at peace. It saddens me in my heart when I realize what the homunculus has done to my brothers and sisters. But these are not shackles we ought to remove. Vazino is right. Whatever these devices are, they are best. I'm not afraid of consequences. As the last metal ship falls to the floor, the clang, the enraged monster that applauds Farseer. Okay, but this is potentially good because we are weakening the place by doing this. Oop. Hopefully. Oh. I want to make sure we explore this place fully, guys. Which may include going up as well as down. COMMORRAH, what a strange feeling. Calamesh Cain, take my heart. Placed on a grimstone pedal in front of you is an intricate game board, broadly similar to a regicide. Similar to chess. Miniature figures of dark and light Eldari, skillfully fashioned out of onyx and wraithbone, are frozen in elegant poses. Opposite each other, several of them are toppled, and you have a momentary impression that fresh blood is running under the game. I don't like the look of this. She stares towards the game board, stunned. Your words never reach her ears, as sensitive as they are. Quiet, please. Stop torturing my mind. I will not let you become another spirit in the wind. Not for the light of a million stars. Just let me explain myself. Either Xenos get nervous breakdowns, or your pet Eldari is having a conversation with those game pieces right now, Shireen. I must confess, I don't like either option. Perhaps she went completely crazy when she betrayed you? What's going on? I left Grimdark because it was my path. Is that not what I have been you have been teaching us from birth until the final moments of our lives? I can hear it very well. The mournful lament of our brothers and sisters tortured to death in this room. I would prefer not to hear it, but I cannot. As clearly as I hear the melody of your soul's torment. But don't you dare. There is no need to blame me for what happened to you. Everything's alright. Helen Tack, if you could only hear the pleas and her pleas and her curses, my heart shatters into 1,000 pieces at the mere sight of this tormented soul. But her words... Oh, the wraithbone pieces have their souls in. Oh, her words lash my mind more painfully and ruthlessly than the free-tailed whip of the torments of his flesh victims. The Dark Ones possess the cursed gift of inventiveness and torture, and subject their victims to the worst horrors a mortal mind can conceive of. In their tortures, they go far beyond the limits of the possible and the permissible. Look closer. These game pieces and this board, designed for a pastime, were fashioned from the flesh and blood of one of our Farseers, her immortal soul to remain forever connected to them. We must help the survivors. You should end her suffering. No, I cannot. If you destroy an Asarian soul without applying a spirit stone, clutches will reach out and tear it apart. We must move on. Are you suggesting then that we abandon a living entity to the eternity of suffering? That we leave it to rot in a homunculus's laboratory, imprisoned in this form? Even for a Monkai, cruelty seems excessive. No, I would rather end the... Oh, so she had a soul. After me saying we should destroy it and her saying no, she had a stone.
I have learned much in my exile.
Ooh. When the wielder attacks an enemy that is behind cover and shot. Okay, that seems like a good idea. Okay.
If it pleases you, Shireen.
For us and the
Oh,
Allfather!
I found... Oh no. Former Eldari. Oh, of course, Henrik's is nowhere near. Move your freaking
The
butt,
Emperor
Henrik!
is on our side.
So there, I could have gone down the other side.
Let's see to it.
Look into my eyes.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not
Oh.
a servitor.
Kill.
On the hunt.
Well, just get in the way, basically, Ulfa, please. Nice.
When Fenris is in battle, who sheds
Well, Ulfa is definitely going to get some fun.
If I must. This tedium is beneath me.
Kill it. Oh, come on.
so shall it be. Not
Attack
to do
me.
this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
Living on the edge. I can do that. With the right incentive.
Shay, you're meant to be hitting these guys, you know.
Am I getting paid for this?
That'll do. There's quite a few of them, but... I think these are the Eldar who've been tortured to be like this.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Naturally.
Ooh.
Let's see to it. For the throne's glory. I'll see our foes obliterated. Let's see to it.
Oh, goddammit, Henriks. That'll do.
Do not dare ask.
So first
If I
thing,
may,
debuff him.
me. If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm afraid not. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
My hand is thunder. My strike is
Very
ruin.
nicely. So while she's not done a huge amount of damage in one go, it's because it's overall damage, it still works quite well. There we go.
I move as if unseen. Stop trying, monkey. I understand your intent.
I can't
will
actually
not.
see that.
I will tear your heart out for this.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If I must.
That'll do. Alpha.
Our foes reek of cowardice. Give this task to someone lesser. Cubs play.
Nice.
So it shall be.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. Don't get too cocky.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
Tell me, and
Hendrix.
it is done.
Kill it. No, I said kill it, Henrix. Not look at it and, you know, tickle it. God damn it.
You bite like a pup. A born predator does not become prey.
I won't object to it.
Oh, I was hoping that would actually kill it.
I'm done with this one. But of course, Lord Captain.
Let's shield our Wolfen. Yeah, I know I'll hit Ulfar as well, but I don't care.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Wolves raid. See how the wolves succeed.
There we go. Try and cut these guys to pieces with our chainsword.
Feel the icy bite of death. I will carve runes out of your bones.
This is a human-sized bolter in his hands, guys. It would be like holding a toy gun, basically.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Oh, oops, I didn't mean to use that on Jay. That was a bit pointless.
You've got a problem? I've got a
Open your
prize.
eyes, or I'll open mine.
That one's almost likely hit. I really need to start using that. When things have clue on them.
Just designate a target. This tedium
That's
is
the
beneath
guy I
me.
want dead. Oh god damn, I'm out of ammo.
When Fenris is in battle, oceans bleed. I don't like that.
Neither do I, because I'm kind of stuck.
Cubs play.
I know what I'm doing, usually. Am I getting paid for this? Whoa!
I mean, I just ran into a shot, there.
Me?
There.
Never in 1,000 sectors.
Ran into a trap, but I made them run into the trap as well.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Bite like a bomb.
Henrik,
Everyone,
go
step
play with
aside.
the disciple, please.
crafter. Naturally. Let's see to it.
Oh, good boy, Henrix. For a change, you were useful.
Give me strength. Isn't this a
You're
job
not
for
just
the
blocking
serfs?
things. Nice. Wait, Monkai! Extend a helping hand and I will show you the way home. Okay.
I follow my own path.
Let's explore this place before I do anything.
A trivial task.
The sockets.
Oh, too
A strange
hard for a
capture limits
simple
barely
monkey.
perceptible as fixed walls from within. Sorry. A living, tormented creature. There you go, let's try and activate the mechanism then. Somewhere an invisible mechanism whirls. Oh god.
We have no time to lose.
Why do I have a feeling this is a bad idea? Ah, ooh. Despite his many bleeding wounds, stately Eldari calmly straightens his shoulders and raises his fine chin as he scrutinizes you with keen emerald green eyes. A Monkai and an outcast have found their way into the heart of a dark city to save what little remains. The universe is cruel and full of surprises, but this is an outcome I have been able to foresee. You have foreseen our meeting, but you could not avoid being captured. What is the point of the prophecies, then? The Farseer frowns, his face reflects guilt and grief. I am glad our paths have crossed again, my child. It is of great relief for me to know you are alive, and a great joy to see how much firmer of spirit and mind you have grown over years in exile. I think we have a lot to talk about. Make an Eldari greet gesture. You have got yourself a most amusing Monkai to keep you company, Ylrit. She understands our language. She even knows a thing or two about about customary greetings. Not that any of it makes her a worthy companion for you to have on your path. It is the Owlcat who keeps me at her side. Were it not for her, my soul would have long left this body, or else I would have been devoured by a minion of her who thirsts. And I would never have learned the truth of what happened to Grimdark. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves? Of course, Owlcat. One forgets one's good manners a little too easily in the Dark City. Standing before me is Iklendil Mirage, who walks the path of a Farseer. He is the all-seeing eye of the timeless sentinel of Grimdark. He was, that is, either way, a Monkai's name is not the kind of thing he would be particularly interested in. In case you were expecting me to introduce you in turn, he will forget your name as serenely as one forgets a troubled dream in the morning. Owlcat. Now that is a word I had not heard in years. There were other Farseers in Spire? Between the homunculus's tortures, I was able to glance inside my kinspeople's desperate minds. I saw every soul that was extinguished in the spire. I sang a dirge for every brother and sister sacrificed by the Dark Ones. I carry their memory in my heart. And if I get out of here alive, their names will not be forgotten. You would help us find a way home? Is that what you mean? The countless hours spent in the homunculus's cage were not all spent in the throes of agony. I listened, I observed, I absorbed. I soon learned that an age-old gate built by our ancestors is hidden in the heart of the spire, a webway gate connected to the world outside. I can unseal it and make our path to salvation. I can help you make your way out of the dark city and leave this place behind. But you must take me to the gate. My mind is still firm. My spirit is unbreakable. My body, on the other hand, will take long to get the pain's embrace. What is the point of your questions, Owlcat? Sorry, that was my phone. Bingly, bingly, bingly beeping. If you get where that's from, I appreciate it, and let me know in the comments. I can guide you to the gate myself, but not before Ekendil Mirash, who walks the path of a Farseer. The all-seeing eye of the tiny sentinel of Grimdark pours the light of truth into my bottomless well of fear and doubt. The Farseer is at your disposal. I was afraid this moment would never come. She takes a deep breath and looks into his eyes. Look at me, and tell me what adversity befell our home. As a council member, you cannot possibly be unaware of the truth. And, Ekendil, do not even consider hiding anything from me. Sometimes ignorance really is bliss, my child, but I cannot deny you the truth, your right to know the truth. He turns to you and his voice sounds like rolling thunder. When we found ourselves amid the stars of the stellar fabric, we encountered a Monkai ship. A ship much too puny to take on an entire Asaurian world. Or so we thought. With no declaration of war, no parley, the Monkai fired a primitive missile at Grimdark, bringing strife to our world, infecting it with a pest that gnawed the craft's very flesh. Chaos did this. In the infinity circuits, the souls of our ancestors battled the spreading pest ferociously, but the world was falling apart, and there was no stopping it. The spires collapsed, the rivers dried up, the ground itself sank, and all living things turned into a strange blend of organic matter and metal. Whoa. Yeah, I know who this is. It was then that the council decided to gather all who remained, board them on shuttles, and scatter across the galaxy to look for salvation. And that's what we did. It's Necrons! What was the ship that attacked your world? I'm afraid you already know the answer, Owlcat. You just cannot accept it. Your predecessor, looks at you with a mixture of pity and contempt. Your predecessor, who used to own this vessel and your entire protectorate, the Monkai who kept a piece of my homeworld in her study, like a trifle or a trophy of no great significance. So it was you. Wait, the Owlcat is not guilty. I am certain of it. She has been helping me all this time. Please, there is no need to do this. Then the Monkai had better stay away from me. Disease broke out aboard your ship? Do you want to know how your kinspeople destroyed, so you can follow their example? Answer the question. At first we thought the Monkai were in service of the greatest enemy of our kind, the one who lurks behind the edge of reality. But the world's affliction manifested itself differently. It distorted Grimdark, while avoiding encounters with the souls of our ancestors. We were waiting for Slaanesh, the destroyer of souls, to burst her way in through the gaping wounds of our world, yet her gaze was directed away from our suffering. No one ever managed to identify the nature of the curse, some Necron weapon was used. No one, even as we watched it destroy our home. How did you end up here? Our twisted kingdomsmen found our arcs in the void's cold embrace. At first it seemed they were going to save us, extend a helping hand. And so we told them what happened. And where to look, to Grimdark and where to look for it. But our cousins' souls are dark. My arc was one of the first seized, so he gave the others away. The Drakari massacred hundreds of thousands of our kin, fleeing for pleasure's sake, and enslaved the Farseers for accursed experiments. Completely destroyed? Our Benin took care of what remained, but that is none of your concern, Monkai. But, Ikendil, how did Grimdark end up in the Expanse? This close to the Monkai ships, and the Dark One's hunting grounds. That was the path chosen by the Council, my child. We had charted Grimdark's course among the stars for years, and no one had an inkling of the terrible fate that would await us in this place that promised us salvation. Yeah, Tyrannus. No, I failed to... He knew. Nobody suspected. The paths I have walked have taught me a lot. To see the truth where it is concealed, and not hesitate to cut off the head of a lying snake that tries to coil around my heart. She stares unblinkingly at her fellow Eldari, fury reflecting in their eyes. If the entire Farseer Council failed to foresee their world's doom, then everything the children of Yasorian have taught me about the paths of centuries was a lie. You are hiding something. Speak. Speak now. How dare you use that tone with me, outcast? I am not obliged to justify myself before you, let alone my innocence. Why hold anything back? I have nothing to discuss with Monkai. We have freed you. Tell us. Your existence in this world, Monkai, is a fleeting thing. Coercion. Ah, that worked. Oh, we had been steering Grimdark along a course prophesied by the stars themselves. Themselves, Sha'il's tumultuous currents cast us to the edge of the Great Wound. A storm was coming, threatening to streak Grimdark away from its path, and so the council decided on a way to safety. Across the nearest islet of hope and into the place known to them by the Monkai as the Koronus Expanse. We stood by our decision, but there came a point where the prophecies became even darker and more unsettling. Someone proposed altering the course, but of a closing grip of a raging Sha'il was blocking our way on all sides. It was then that the council's opinions were split. My vote was the decisive one in that difficult debate, for I believed that the prophecy that had promised us salvation in the Expanse could not have been a lie. You already know that. What happened next? So we were doomed. I should have stayed on Grimdark. I could have tried to help those who survived the disaster. If only it had not chosen the accursed path. I had not chosen the accursed path that left the crossword. But I could have at least tried to save somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna be mean. You abandoned it when you needed it. Deep in my heart, I always knew I would not feel truly alive or free behind Grimdark's protective domes. That is why I kept putting off my return. However, although the blame lies with me, it is too early for me to leave this world. Come with me, Akeldil. It wasn't her fault. We have a lot to do before the Great Oblivion. We will find our brothers and sisters and protect them from those who seek to harm them. Perhaps we may even find a new home. Your words are like a healing melody flowing into my tormented soul. I accept your proposal, my child. Okay.
I have traveled far darker paths.
Loot, 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 loot. We'll keep it for now. I'll have a look through my inventory.
Never wondered so much before.
I have learned much in my exile.
I'll take it from here.
So I assume I'm going to be going around a lot.
I need no Farseer to guide my future.
Oh, let's save before we do anything else, just in case.
I'll chart a course for you.
Okay, where are we going now?
So shall it be.
Huh.
Keep a sharp eye.
Ooh.
Ready as always.
What's this do?
A trivial task.
Ah, there we go.
I wander through the stars.
Let's save before we go up.
I sense something nearby.
I hate to say it, guys. This feels like a good place to stop while we continue to explore. So, because I think I'm going to go loot this big thirst before I forget. But yeah. Yeah, we are going to stop here before I activate anything or do anything else. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you are enjoying watching this. Next time, hopefully, we will escape this accursed place, but we shall see. At least we managed to rescue the Farseer. And thank you. Please like and subscribe, pop a comment down below, and as always, an extra special thank you to my channel members and Patreons. That's Monsters Abound, Philip F, Nose, Andrew T, Protaru, Brandon, Space Ace 475, Coding Monster, Jason Air, Egg, and Jared Horn. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Cheers all.